Welcome everybody to Forza Horizon 4, and today we're taking a look at the 1984 Peugeot 205 T16. Now this is one of 200 road-going examples that had to be produced to homologate the Group B rally car. The Group B rally car itself was highly successful between 1984 and 1986 as it won 16 World Rally Championship rounds. Several countries it won several times, so yeah, it was highly successful. And yeah, the T16 part of this car's name stands for turbo and 16 valves, because it's a turbocharged 16 valve engine. And yeah, the bodywork may well look like a 205 from the period, but it's radically different. As you can see, there's nothing in the front where the engine would normally be. You just got a big spare tyre and your parts where you can put in fluids. And yeah, but where this car gets really radical is the rear, which is, yeah, as you can see, unique to this car. And what is also unique to this car is its engine, which is a 1.8 litre turbocharged inline-4 engine, producing 200 horsepower and 188 pounds-feet of torque. And I say it's unique because the engine itself has a durable diesel cylinder block with double overhead cams and a Garrett turbocharger. So that's where it gets all of its power and torque from. I imagine they gave it the diesel block because it is a durable block. Diesel engines are always over-engineered just to deal with all the pressures and heat and everything like that is generated in such a engine. And yeah, the car itself weighs 2,524 pounds, and it has none of the practicality of the standard hatchback, because you can only have one passenger in here. And yeah, that's it. There's no room for boot space or anything like that really. And yeah, interior equipment is not at a premium, but it's still nice enough. I like the dials that aren't the typical white on black. They're orange on black, which is a nice difference. And yeah, you've got your turbo 16 on the steering wheel, and yeah, it just, yeah, I like the red stitching and the red accents that are going on inside of the car and outside, as you can see. And yeah, it's a little bit more subtle than, say, the Renault 5 Turbo, which this car is extremely similar to, because they are both French. They are both 80s cars that are based on rally cars. They're both turbocharged, they both have inline-4 engines, they both weigh nearly the same, and yeah, they're both far more powerful than their standard counterparts, because even the GTI version of this was between 74 and 80 horsepower down on this. So yeah, it's easily the most powerful Peugeot hot hatchback of the period, and certainly they're most powerful for a long time. So yeah, nonetheless, let's get out onto the open road and see what this car can do. So the one thing this car doesn't have over the Renault is a good launch, because you have to really rev it to get it going, as you can see. But if you just go at standstill, it's not the quickest of things. I guess because all-wheel drive systems on road cars like this were not very well advanced at this point, so that's probably why. But yeah, outside of this has the Renault licked in several ways, and yeah, the all-wheel drive is just part of that. Sure, it doesn't give it the best launch, but it does provide all of the grip that it needs. Also is helping keep all that power and torque in check, because it does have more power and torque than the Renault to deal with. It's got 43 extra horsepower and 25 extra pounds-feet of torque as well. So yeah, you're dealing with a fair bit more in the way of power. Sure, it weighs more, nearly 400 pounds more, but that power more than makes up for it. So yeah, I'll just let you listen to the engine for a little bit, and then we'll talk about it some more. It's a fairly solid sounding engine. It's pretty much on par with the Renault. It probably sounds a little bit better because it's got a larger displacement engine, so the turbocharger doesn't need to be as big. But yeah, it still has turbo like the Renault does if you're not in the right gear at the right time. But yeah, it's pretty damn quick. 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds. 0 to 115.4 seconds, and it goes to a top speed of 139 miles an hour. Now that's 11 miles an hour faster than the Renault at the top end. It's nearly a second quicker to 60, and it's a nearly 4 seconds quicker to 100. So yeah, this is by far the superior car, and it is my favourite of the two. I also think it looks better than the Renault. Not that I have any major problems with the way the Renault looks, but yeah, I do prefer the way that this looks. And yeah, at the end of the day, it is a faster car. It's also more capable of dealing with the rough stuff, because yeah, it's got the all-wheel drive system, and it's got the power and the torque to deal with any inclines that you'll be dealing with while going off-road, which can at times make cars slow down a fair bit, because some off-road elements offer less grip, and if you've got less grip while going uphill, then you're going to struggle, so you need all the power and the grip that you can get, and this offers both in spades. So yeah, it's easily one of my favourite road-going versions of a rally car, and yeah, really glad it's on the game, and it is actually the second version of the 205 that we have on this game, after the 205 Rally got added not long ago onto this game. So yeah, really glad it's on this game, and it's been on Forza games for a while now, so yeah, glad it's still around. But I would like more road-going versions of rally cars from the 80s. For sure, we have the Renault as well, but outside of that, we only have the Audi Quattro, and I'm struggling to think of any others, to be honest. I'm sure there are more, but yeah, the fact that I can't immediately think of them means that they're really not sticking out like they should do. So yeah, but still, it's a cracking car, and I highly recommend trying it out. And you can obviously give it plenty of upgrades if you want to make it look more like a rally car from the period, which is always fun. And you can even make it look like a one of the rally cars that go a hill climb car, sorry. So you can make it look like one of them as well, with all the big wings and spoilers and whatever. So yeah, highly recommend trying it out if you haven't already. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.